Dear Journal, at the end of winter I was yearning for hikes in the spring because I was ready to have the smell of fresh flora and green fields around to spice up my geocache hunts. Winter has its own charms, but I was done with it, so I left it behind for the vibrant land of the dead. I was at this unnamed cemetery with Steve doing some night caching, and we found this highly favorited hide, so I returned in the daylight to get some footage of it. So, first thing we found was the bunny. I'm trying to figure out, is there coordinates on there? What do we do with this bunny? It doesn't open up. Doesn't do anything. Except look a little spooky. But the clue says, hey, if you find holly, then you're close. And what do rabbits eat? We're looking at the cache right now. Can you see anything, Journal? And look at this cool cache here. Ain't that the funkiest? So as you can imagine, that was much more difficult to find at night. But we did. Not only was it funky, it was just adjacent to a cemetery. I didn't really have to spend any time combing over tombstones or memorials, which to me appears to be the norm for cemetery or memorial caches. If it's not a standard hide, you're either going to be using the letters in a name to get a number, or projecting your course from a particular grave marker, that sort of thing. You're not supposed to hide anything in actual graves or under tombstones, or anything that might upset common decency. This cache here required you to find a grave by name, then look around till you found another name, and so on and so forth until you get to the cache, and it took me some time and effort. To be honest, I don't know that I would say, ooh, that was a lot of fun, walking amidst all the graves, reading these names and trying not to acknowledge their occupants' previous humanity, but instead looking at them as if they were some whimsical game pieces that some people are using for a hobby. No, I don't know that I would say that, but I would say that I had a small sense of accomplishment, that one I usually get after finding a personally troublesome multicache. Wasn't exactly ever feeling proud at a cemetery before, but alright, cool. I really want to get the hell out of here now. No offense to all you guys. Well, that only took me 40 minutes. 40 minutes, Journal. 40 minutes! In a cemetery. Turn me into $1 and call me Bill. I ain't never spent that long in a cemetery for anything. And I was raised Roman Catholic. Still, I found myself favorite point chasing my way to another cemetery. White Marsh Memorial Park and Cemetery. Population 40,000. In it is the impressive Tower of Chimes, which I never heard make any noise, and which is used for the first part of this multi. Cemeteries make me think of ghosts, and growing up watching Ghostbusters has made me rather suspicious of stone animals and other various decorative beasties, so I had to cease all geocaching activities to inspect the construction of these creatures at the base of the tower. Alright, looks like these all check out here. The first stage requires you to find a set of names located behind the tower, so naturally there were thousands of them all over the place. Alright, maybe not that many, but still, there were a lot on all the walls. So many that I had time to think, here I am again playing a game that right now involves all these dead people. Eventually, I did find the required names and did the math to get to stage 2, or what I'd hoped was stage 2. I always seem to doubt my work when it comes to variables. The area around stage 2 is a bit more visually appealing to me. Not that the chimey tower wasn't impressive, but this lightly wooded area sported a cool stone path that seemed more ancient than anyone buried here, and it wound its way through little groves and clearings, and I was reminded that these lovely places are wasted on the dead. Cemeteries and golf courses, Journal. What a waste. Well, it turns out that I did do the math correctly, and I was able to retrieve the cache and sign my name to it. Okay, not sign my name to it, but at least take a picture of the log as proof that I found it, because I'm never coming back here. At least, not while I'm alive. Alright, sorry. It's human nature to joke about death, right? And play games on the land of the dead. I figure, as long as there's no mourners around, why not? That's not hurting anybody. Plus, I have gained insight, Journal. I have seen what lays beyond the grave, and it's a pill bottle cache. Oh, wait. Get to the cache. I don't think that's where it's supposed to be. Or I just scored some free pills. Probably up to this. Is it a geocache? Alright, methinks this was probably in here like this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Mother. Go gadget arms. Alright. That's fine. Ooh. Sorry. What am I doing? What am I saying? What I'm trying to say there, and I'm now saying here, is that I guess I'm kinda done with caches in the cemetery for now. I'm not adverse to them, but unless they're oozing favorite points, I doubt I'll go out of my way to find them. I'm also out of cemetery footage, which is why we're looking at me trying to get the lid off this random geocache. I'd like to end on a pun, Journal, but I can't, not with this subject matter. It would be a grave error on my part, so I'll just sign off now.